Welcome to Group 5's United Kingdom Lessons Learned presentation. The purpose of this presentation is to explain what happened during the cyber attack on our network and how operations and communications can be handled in a secure fashion. This presentation will be based on the following agenda: recap of what happened to our organization, the recovery process and what took place, operations and communications, why information sharing is necessary, and a conclusion to the presentation. Our organization was hit with the Revington ransom attack, which pretends to be a warning from a country's law enforcement agency. Personal Identifiable Information, PII, was compromised as a result of a file containing malware having been executed on a human resources benefits coordinator system. She received what she believed to have been an invoice from a vendor. When she opened the file, she received a file indicating a link needed to be updated. She ignored the warning and clicked on the link, which executed the virus on the WordPress server. Once the ransomware file was executed, it encrypted numerous systems files, rendering them inaccessible. The attackers demanded a ransom be paid within 48 hours through Bitcoin in order to regain access to systems. Once affected, the infected computers were isolated from the remaining computers on the organization's network. Wireshark was used to find the necessary keys to decrypt the files. The keys were discovered to quickly bring recovery back to the organization. Wireshark was also used to try and trace the packets back to the IP address that infected the company computers. The file that initially carried the ransomware was deleted from both computers, and backup recovery was executed on these computers. Daily operations were not halted throughout the entire organization. The infected two computers were down for a total of 3 hours within the Human Resources Department due to the quick reaction of automated tools. Following the attack, training on social engineering and how to spot phishing attacks were provided for all employees within the organization. Wireshark was very effective during the attack, as well as having the files backed up, which allowed the infected machines to be recovered. After an attack, it is always important to understand areas that could be improved. The security controls that failed during this attack include 12.2 Protection from Malware, 12.2.1 Controls Against Malware, 12.5.1 Installation of Software on Operational Systems, and 13.1.2 Security of Network Services. With the proper training for all employees, we can help bring awareness to social engineering and phishing emails and what to look out for in the future. Since the email that contained the ransomware contained misspellings, which would always bring red flags to not open any links that are present. Social engineering was used during this attack, which included phishing emails that contained the ransomware. By managing patches and basic operating system security, this removes any known vulnerabilities that could be easily exploited, which ultimately enhances security within our organization. Operations and communications are very important when ensuring an effective cyber environment. There should be staff requirements in each organization that provides the necessary expertise to prevent and respond to cyber attacks, such as cybersecurity analysts and cybersecurity engineers. There should be cyber training and awareness courses for all employees annually to stay knowledgeable on different ways hackers use to attack systems and what to look out for as red flags. There should be email filters, anti-spamware, and virus and malware file scanning tools used for all emails and email attachments received through the organization's network. There should also be up-to-date incident response plans and business continuity plans in place to properly react to a cyber attack and what to do to maintain continuity in daily operations during and after an attack. Information sharing can be very informative and effective when used appropriately. There is a need for information sharing amongst nations to provide transparency to different cyber attacks. It gives insight into potential cyber threats and how to prepare for them. Intelligence is also gained from previous breaches and ways to handle them to de-escalate the situation in the most effective way possible. Collective experience and expertise from information can also help establish stronger defenses and mitigate future risk. By engaging in information sharing amongst nations, this results in overall less cybersecurity breaches around the world. In conclusion, we have learned a lot from this cyber attack. There should always be an up-to-date plans in place to properly respond to incidents and to continue daily operations in the case of an attack. There should be incident response teams that react swiftly and efficiently to decrease the amount of damage on the organization's network. By engaging in information sharing, we are also able to learn from other organizations' mistakes and what not to do in the future. Lastly, we must always remain vigilant in the cyber world to all kinds of cyber attacks. It takes everyone within the organization to properly protect systems from being infiltrated by hackers and remaining secure.